everyone and welcome to my video. I'll be doing a playthrough of the original Red Dead Redemption. I didn't play that for a few years, so we'll see how it goes. I think it's gonna be in total my fourth playthrough as we go, but if you like, please do follow, subscribe for more gameplay and more videos. Let's get to it. I imagine I'm going to need to start a new game as I still got some old saves on it. So bear with me while I get everything organized over here. Gonna go with normal mode. I hadn't played it for a few years, so you never know, I might do a playthrough at some point or another at hardcore, but let me do a missions, start new game. There we go. Right, so we're gonna start with a new game. So this is how the story of John Marston begins. If anyone is interested, I'm playing this on Xbox One X. Try and do as much playthrough as possible, including side missions. I'm not sure I'm gonna do all of the challenges and stuff like that. I'll try and do as much as possible. Red Dead Redemption.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? It hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
That's a reference to Back to the Future.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other, and who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Soundtrack is just amazing in this game. Right, so let's go to the saloon. Beer, shot of whiskey.
Marston! Mr. Marston, over here!
Uncle.
You must be John Marston.
Sometimes.
I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
Wait, was the uncle knows?
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. Well, here, let's mount up and hit the trail. Yeah.
My week on the bedside, there in the pond.
I ain't much of a fella for gossip. Easy on the spurs now. We don't need to draw undue attention.
Go!
Know it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most redefective. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
course. Which I think we can only get after we complete a couple of missions anyway. I'm trying to change the view on this, and I'm a bit struggling.
Giddy up! Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Thieves Landing. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hold up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
I'll tell you, Mr. Marston, those coyotes eat better than I do. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill. Oh, now. Listen, mister. This here is what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
That's how we met. That's how we meet Bill Williamson.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson!
Well, don't play this.
Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
Over the years, so it comes with the.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor John.
Let's head on the train, wasn't it? She had the same necklaces. She's gonna have the same necklaces. Go on the train that was Bonnie McFarlane. Yes, she does.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later and help me patrol the perimeter? You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Right, so I think we're gonna go and do our first opera mission. Like a side quest. Can't even loot anything yet. Change clothes or anything. Okay. A few missions first.
Hello. Good shopkeeper to be a good neighbor. I always say.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here. Here's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Yeah!
Let's not have a war horse.
Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
Come on!
Nice.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
Bye now. Be well now.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better. Come on, Mr. Marston, pick up the pace! That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do.
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. Come on, then. Let's mount up and take a look around.
Obviously, the lighting, all of that is so much different compared to Redemption 2. Just the light of this game.
Whoa! Right, follow me. Keep your eyes peeled for anything suspicious.
Let's go.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger itch and my feminine intuition, we should make quite a team. God damn it, these rabbits are at it again. Come on, let's get rid of them once and for all.
Whoa there.
Get your rifle out. It's about time these little thieves met their maker. Good shot. Nice shoot. Got one. That's it. Kill those little varmints. Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property. We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go.
Go!
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Come on, boys. Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals. Easy now.
Come on!
Oh, there.
That's your luck, Mike.
Yes, you got one. Hurry! I think you're going straight to the chicken coop.
Whoa!
That coyote won't be back. Good shooting, Mr. Marston. Well, we got rid of the coyote. I just wish we'd saved all the chicken. Well, that's enough fun for one night. Let's head back. Come on, I'll show you the way to your room.
Come on!
You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Come on.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Carried by a certain... That's a nice healthy stride you have.
Mission from Bonnie.
Howdy.
Basic campsite. That's about it for now. find the challenges and I can't remember where they are or will they show up later on. That's just stats. That's just outfits.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple extra scars, it'll be as nothing happened.
Good. Come in, come in. You know, you never did tell me how you met that Bill Williamson or what you wanted from him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
All right, I'll show you how we ride round these parts. Giddy up!
Come on!
On the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this!
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland. Jiggle those spurs, Miss McFarland!
Yeah!
Yeah! Follow me! Would you like me to slow down? Should I wait for you to catch up? Come on. Are you saving the best for last? I think you chose the wrong horse, Miss McFarland. Let's go. Why don't I lead the way? Come. I bet you're starting to regret your brave words, Miss McFarland. Yeah.
How's it feel getting bitten by a lady? I have got you now! Come on, boy!
Watch and learn, miss. Let's go. How you doing back there? Come on, easy up now. Yeah.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
You do whatever you think's best, Mr. Marston.
Let's go and visit the marshal, I think. Just check something, because there was an option. Trying to find something and I don't know where it is. I really cannot remember. It's not in display though. What was the southpaw for? Bear with me a sec, let me just do a quick search on this. So I can't remember though. Huh. Alright, so that's like a... I think additional controller for the left-handed. Yeah, I think it's some additional controls, so nothing to worry about. Alright, let's go and see the marshal. That's gonna have a side mission.
Come on!
like it.
Come on.
Isn't anything there? Going to Armadillo, which is right.
Come on.
There. This game looked so good from the time it came out. Look quickly on our map.
Slow up.
I think in some respects the soundtrack is better than the video.
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you! And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har. Dickhead.
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon, need shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what. Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So who we looking for? Bunch of two-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into.
Mount up, Marston. Walton's our man. God damn it, he's on to us. Get after him.
If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Ooh, now. Looks like he's holed up at the old Pleasance house. Let's hold up a minute and find a spot for our horses.
Whoa!
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Hey, yeah, you, over here.
Take cover behind that wagon to your right. Behind the crate, Marston. Smoke him up. Now move up to that crate. I'll cover you. Stay with me. Watch out for that bastard behind the rock. You hear me?
He should have stayed.
It's your day of reckoning, boys!
Ain't your life worth living?
You couldn't hit a bull's ass with a bag full of...
your killing days are over. It'll be trial and the rope for you.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Come on. Whoa!
All right, let's see.
Some folk. Fine. Ammo, cash. The house. Trunk. We'll open that. Let's go what we can buy in the general store.
Come on!
The controls are a bit wrong.
Whoa! Come on! Slow up. Easy. You want to pull it?
You get one! You get no treasure! You kill it! Son of
How the heck? Can't open that. Like. Got the treasure map.
Dear sir, hello.
I keep foreign and Jewish-made goods out of my store. Help our American families.
Ellie McGregor's with child.
Right, how much money do we got?
Tom Hemmings got robbed last week. Harley bears a feet and do it.
Hello. A fine choice. You're welcome here anytime. Seems all the rest of that
The question mark over here, so a bit of a side mission.
I'm a terrible mother. Oh, they took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Not sure where the hanging rock is anymore. Ah, it's right there, okay.
Let's go!
Go more sides.
Yeah!
Oh shit, you know, from this game you just follow a few posts. So,
Come on!
no, I'm not going to, I suppose to.
Come on! Yeah! Yeah!
Was that it? How do we get to our...
Come on! Bullseye!
You saved my life, mister. Here,
Please take this. Not a problem, sir.
We're gonna take them skins if we can and sell them. That's okay.
You stink! This is a messy one.
Challenges should be in the journal.
Oh, Lord. This is nasty.
So much more graphical than in Red Dead Redemption 2 in a way.
Come on. Let's get this over with.
The blood splatters on the screen and everything, so.
Let's go.
How do we get to our map? There we go. We are definitely
Come on.
the right place of it here.
There we go. That's one.
There was a snake somewhere over here, which we might kill as well. One or the other. That is. Boom.
Last still.
It goes over here.
This'll fetch a good price.
Right, so. Come on, John Marston, jump. It's gonna be this.
Maybe my luck's turned.
go to Koala Springs.
Come on!
Not to Koala Springs. We have Koala Springs, so it's to Armadillo. Stamina on the horse goes down pretty quickly.
Come! Yeah! Easy.
You know, they're planning on building a rail junction.
Dear sir, hello.
Everything here is proudly made right here in the USA. A fine choice. Anything else I can do for you? Please come again. If Alinda ever dared show his face in this establishment,
Please feel free to browse us.
Hello there.
Second Amendment for we.
Let's see if we can go to the saloon. Why I was direction.
Son of a bitch! Help! Someone!
Stinking whore! I'm gonna cut you a new hole!
You lost your damn mind!
I suppose not all men are bad. I won't forget what you did here.
I couldn't just pass by and let him kill you.
Ow!
Just a little something for my trouble.
Armadillo's on the up.
I've been hearing that damn cougar howling night again.
Is that
I'm sorry, pal.
Saloon's a great place to get to know everyone.
Most interesting. You hear about that shootout at the old Pleasant Valley?
Sure.
Yeah, damn near.
Sounds good to me.
You're up the storyline now.
Jeb Murphy don't put his name to it.
Dear sir, hello.
The marshal may as well hand Armadillo over to them thugs for all he does to stop them.
I think that's good for now.
I hope you keep protected.
Gonna go to the doctor's office as well.
No need for that, partner.
How would Armadillo...
Howdy, friend.
Southwestern Railroad says more trains coming through.
J. Murphy's my name. Synonymous.
Any meds, laudanum, adrenaline, or pills, come see me. You hear Jeb Murphy at the gun shop lost his son to cholera? I hope that helps.
Get some apples for the doors.
That's what I want.
Hello there.
Stay away from the soft pork and tobacco.
Oh, hello.
I told him I wasn't buying any land until I found a front.
Kill someone. Gonna go to Bonnie.
Hello there, sir. Care to join me for a little fireside chat?
Come on! Yeah!
Kind of works either way if you first play Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Redemption 2. Either way, you come in.
Come on! Come on!
Can you help a lady?
Yeah, right.
Yeah! Just give it up!
It's not my fault. Only if I don't help. Please don't kill me. Here, take all the money. It's yours. Please don't kill me.
Add that to the list of sins. What you got on you, Fred?
It's funny when he kills them, the one after that he calls them friends. Oh, friends?
Excuse me, my dear. I ain't getting fresh. Come on!
Just quickly have a look onto something. While we at it. If I remember right, container. Might just go and do this mission. Wanted posted. Well, help with this and
Follow Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stay close to Charlie. Where is he, boy? Get out of this town and stay out! Can I borrow this, friend?
Howdy. Thank you.
I'm sorry, lawman, but look out.
Alright, we're gonna go. Let's see.
Got a damn tiger up in his barn. Tiger.
Armadillo ain't nothing but drunk.
Bear with me a sec, we'll be right back. Sorry guys, my daughter woken up briefly. Time we got.
I never heard such a thing.
That miracle time about that chestnut.
Came in from Blackwater to take out the work.
Go and see Bonnie.
Greetings.
Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Hop on up, Mr. Marston. You're looking much better, considering you were almost buzzard food a couple days ago.
I have you to thank for that, miss.
So do tell me, have you needlessly risked your life since we last spoke?
No, miss, I have not.
Well, that's a relief. Perhaps there's hope for you yet.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. He kind of fell in laboring under the delusion that age brings wisdom.
Sounds like the perfect person to leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
We go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
So this is Armadillo. Manhattan it is not, but it does okay for us. Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. The first one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. The doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
Hello.
It's excellent to see you today.
The marshal ain't no man in my
Hi there.
eyes.
I'm selling some good tonics if you need them. A salesman, huh?
Thank you kindly.
Of course, I was the man they turned to after
Good to see you
last
again.
rampage.
Well, thanks for driving me.
It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once, and a little company never hurts now and again.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take a stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Been to Armadillo, but obviously.
Between pilgrims and scab burgers, real people are becoming extinct.
Now we can go and.
Bye now.
Pleasant out, huh?
Whoa, mister. Wait, that Bill Wilson's gay.
Are you lonely?
Armadillo's still a great town.
Hello. There be outlaws down there in them caves.
You want to spend some time with me?
My husband don't know she's fucking the hill.
You don't say.
Will.
That all you got on the matter?
You will? Every day last week. Hello. What did you...
I heard someone bagged that giant...
Stagecoach. Marshall. Pony.
Let's go. Hey, you there! Don't just pass on by.
Shut
Do
your
something.
mouth, else I'll open up your head.
Guess I am a gunman. I can't believe it. You saved me. What's mine is yours, friend.
Don't mention it. That's my good deed for the day.
Oh, my!
Don't think you'll be needing this. This is a messy one. This is dirty.
Where's everybody?
Yeah, exactly. Where is everybody? Question. Question, John. We can find over here. Anything? Is that?
Come on!
That's the house.
Yeah! Come on, easy up now.
I can't remember whether it's the old house.
Yeah!
Come on, boys.
Let's go! What the hell went on here? Come on!
I can't remember actually ever being in this house while playing Red Dead Redemption. We got some cash.
Let's go! Go! Slow it up now.
So here. There. Now we need to go through there. And kind of round down. Okay. Let's see if we can.
Oh, Lord. This is nasty.
Through there. I think water in Red Dead Redemption is better than in Red Dead Redemption 2 in some instances. Go down the hill. Maybe ended up badly. I think I'm going in the wrong direction. Oh no, I'm not. Ah. Actually found it.
There you go.
Oh, that's in the tumbleweed. Get back up though. Right, actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop the stream, I'm gonna stop the video over here though. Hope you guys enjoy, and thank you very much for watching it again. If you do like the video and if you'd like to see more of the gameplay or maybe a tutorial or something, please let me know in the comments. In the meantime, if you can follow or subscribe, that would be really much appreciated. And I will catch you all later. Take care and stay safe.